wake up. I don't like this. Chrissy, wake up.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Ashley and Pete Travel. Sadly, Pete is currently on night shifts and he can't really travel with me right now. So for the next few episodes, it's gonna be me alone. And we got something really cool. Judging by my shirt, we are currently in and around Atlanta, Georgia, checking out some of the Stranger Things filming locations. And if you know what it is behind me, you know Stranger Things. Because behind me is not only the family video, but also the Palace Arcade. On the door you can see it kind of says family video. It's just, there's literally nothing inside at all. And this building is kind of down like a weird back street here in Douglasville, Georgia, I think it is. So it's kind of off the beaten path. And it says, love Eddie and Steve. Steve and Mike are my boyfriends. I love Eddie. And that is what it looks like inside. By the way, did I mention welcome old friends, hello new friends? Let's go on an adventure together with Stranger Things. Yeah, so literally the entire place of that is gutted. The only thing remaining is really the floor. Even the sign behind my rental car there is no longer there. So with that, let's head over to a different location. All right guys, behind me is actually the Hawkins Police Department from the show. It's a little bit different paint, but that's it. There it is. And this is actually right down the street from the Palace Arcade. All right, the farthest drive on the tour in Rome, Georgia, we have the Creel Vecna 1 Henry house. Oh my goodness. It looks a little different. It actually looks like a beautiful house and nothing like it was in the show, but this is Henry Creel's house, Vecna. The next location on the tour is Mike Wheeler's house, which is predominantly featured in like season 1, season 2. Actually, every single season has this house in it behind me. There it is. It is a private residence. We can't go any closer, but Mike Wheeler's house. Right around the corner from Mike's house is actually Dustin's house. The location behind me is where Eleven went in and stole Eggos from in season 1 and smashed these doors together right there. And in case you're wondering, they have Eggos. So although in the show the Eggos were more in the middle, the Eggos are right there. All right guys, we arrived at the next location and look! They have a film trail placard that says movies and TV shows filmed here, Stranger Things. And it's actually Benny's Burgers, called Tiffany's Kitchen. So if you remember, Benny's Burgers was one of the first locations that we ever saw in season 1, and they actually used it again in season 4. So the most recent season was also filmed a little bit in here. It was kind of abandoned at the time, but it's actually a working restaurant. I bet they have some really good Southern food in there, but unfortunately, I gotta keep going. All right, we have finally made it to the spot where the Upside Down officially started. Behind me is Hawkins Lab. Now it actually is a vacant building and it says, do not come any closer, so I will not. And in fact, I don't want to get too close because I know that there might be demi-dogs, demi-gorgons, demi-somethings, Vecna, I don't know. There's a lot of stuff in there. If you can remember correctly, that is right inside the doors where Bob died in season 2. Now the way that the sun is hitting, it's really hard to see behind me, and in fact it's getting a little late. I'm kind of losing daylight and we have 2 more stops to make on our little tour, so we shall say goodbye to Hawkins Lab, and why don't we go over to Hawkins High? All right, made it to Hawkins High School right behind me. And I think that the middle school is down that way a little bit. I think this is a functioning school because there's like events going on over there at the middle school. So here it is, Hawkins High School, and they actually have a shrine right there dedicated to the memory of Eddie. So here it is in memory of Eddie and Chrissy, class of '86, and all over the walls people have written stuff. It's crazy. The walls are covered in writing here. But now that we've seen Hawkins High School, we do have one more stop on the tour, and that is downtown Hawkins. All right, made it before the sun went fully down, and as you'll see behind me is the City Hall. It looks a lot better than it did at the very end of season 4, but that's it. Now, if you remember, in the end of season 4, this gets like split, burn up, and it's not looking so good, but it looks pretty good right now. And there's actually a ton of stuff in this small little area that is from the show. So we're gonna walk around the square here and find them. Now, I really wanted to go to the Starcourt Mall today, but when I got here to the airport, they had a little bit of a mishap with the car situation. Everybody there had to wait 2.5 hours to get a rental car, so it pushed my trip back 2.5 hours. And when I have a 7-hour trip in and around Atlanta, it didn't really help. So unfortunately, I did have to cut out the Starcourt Mall, but I was there a couple years ago, so I'll throw up some photos that I got when I was there a 1.5 years ago. Now, I think this is the alley that they went down, that Jonathan got in a fight. And down here, this building, I believe, was the theater that, I don't know, they had to like take some paint off or something of it, but this was the movie theater. Okay. So this is actually from the store that Joyce worked at, which is right down here, but hey. And that is definitely from the show as well. And I'm probably gonna be coming back here tomorrow because it's the way that I'm coming. Oh my God. Are you kidding me? And this is the store that Joyce Byers works in. And it looks like it's 3 different stores right now, but that's it. So I'm just kind of exploring the rest of downtown Hawkins here, and I definitely want to come back here tomorrow because I am going to the Vampire Diaries town next. All day tomorrow is the Vampire Diaries town, but this is only about 20 minutes away from the Vampire Diaries town, so I think I can do 2 towns in one day. Everything got pushed back because of the car issue, so I couldn't really enjoy this that much. So that building right there is actually the general store, which I got all confused. That building there was the theater. And if you made it this far in the video, thank you so much for watching. I have plenty more travel plans coming up. Like I said, I'm gonna be doing the Vampire Diaries town. And I don't think I want to tell you guys what else is coming up because there is a lot in the next 2 months. So from Hawkins, Indiana, aka Jackson, Georgia. Bye guys, thanks for watching.